Hey, how you doing? Yep, Madonna and Jim enjoying the Vermont coolness, and I'm pretty sure she's slurping down the last bit of her iced coffee right about now. So, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying this Sunday, you and Jim. Greetings, Madonna. How you doing? Hope everything's all well and dandy. As you can see here on the 16 by 20 panel, I've used my very crappy titanium white to gesso this board. And so I decided to kill off a few birds with one stone with this painting. We're gonna do a panda and some California poppies, a little field of poppies or whatnot. Okay, there will be no sky in this painting. It'll be a whole bunch of green. All right, going on there. All right, thanks, Sonia. Yes, in 7 days from today, um, it will be my birthday, and we'll do a nice little auction there, selling all my pieces way below price. My goal is to get another high-end camera. Okay, the camera that I would prefer, if I can get it, is no larger than my hand, but it's made for vlogging, and it's high def, and it'll get the same quality as this fella here. All right. Um, that's the goal anyway. So hopefully I would be able to make it. We'll see. Hope. So, but yeah, we're gonna get right on with this. I got a buddy. He'll be on in about an hour. So we'll see how long. You see, I already put a part one up to this, and all that. I did try to use Streamlabs version of OBS, and it is just a no-go with that. I think it's just got too much on it for my poor little processor on this PC. Okay, all right, strawberry and blueberry jam. Gotcha. All right, but yeah, I did try. See, there's OBS, which is what I'm on right now, and it's the newest version, and my PC seems to handle it pretty good. I tried the same settings with the Streamlabs version of their OBS. Looks cool, but it doesn't really hold fire really well. I think it's just too much bloatware in it. And it's a free program, but and they offer a paid version, but maybe on a stronger computer it would work great, but it wasn't really doing me any special favors. It just didn't work well with this PC. So I'm gonna stick with the new version of the regular OBS. It seems to work fine. I got the settings, I believe, okay. From what I'm seeing, there's nothing stuttering or acting kind of crazy. So we're gonna stick with that. Hoswina, hello, how are you? I see you, I see you. Enjoyed watching your video and chatting with you and seeing you converse with others earlier this morning. So that was nice to see that. And it's good to watch it. Doing the thing there with the doggy. So it was good thing to wake up to, seeing that you were on. So I enjoyed that a lot. So it's a little bit cool in here. I got on my customary, almost Mr. Rogers-like sweater. I got the heat thing going. You might see it in the glare of my glasses. But we're gonna get on to it. I'm using all Chocola stuff, and yes, I even got the crappy titanium white going because we're just gonna mess with the background. We're gonna mess with the gigantic tree, the panda, and the bamboo will be the last thing. Okay, so as long as I get the tree in there and the grasses in there, and maybe we'll play around with a few of the poppies here, and then they'll just be kind of cute little blurs back here. All right, but we're gonna put bigger, maybe a couple of bigger bigger poppies somewhere around in here. Maybe I'll crop one behind his head or something like that. We'll see how that goes. All right, so it's gonna be one of those cute little animal paintings. We'll have a little fun with Mr. Panda. All right. Okay. Let's us get on with the festivities I present. So we'll switch the camera to that. All right. It's all right if the box here covers this area. That's all right. Once I get to the tree, then maybe I'll pop it up there or put it somewhere. But we'll see. We'll see. So let's just lay down some colors, shall we? I'll use the 1-inch wide flat brush and we'll just start messing with different flavors of green over here by where this is all tree, believe it or not. Okay. The panda is really just, they sit like they do, chilling out and just enjoying a meal. All right. Okay. Yes, I did use my DaVinci device to sketch in the main area what I need to sketch in with the panda, and then we'll go right from there. All right. Okie dokie then. I had to post my I've been asked by Michael Trapp to post a painting a day for 10 days, blah blah blah, one of those deals. And so I did post the newest one. I was gonna do it midnight, but I think I fell asleep. That's why I got up so early. So I think I posted I was gonna post my older works, way older, years ago, and that's what I've been doing. And I collected them all on my phone, so I could just post right from the phone. And I put the 2x4 foot living room tabletop. I posted it. It's hanging on my daughter's wall at her house. So it felt good to know that she at least still has it. And she did send me a picture. Or actually, she was on a video call with me, and she was in her living room, and it just happened to be right behind her there on the wall. So, hey, Fatima, how are you? I'm just running my mouth before we can get into it. But once again, this is I forgot now. 16 by 20 inch canvas panel. All right. I had to go get some more canvas panels. As a matter of fact, two different sizes, more 16 by 20, more 14 by 18, I think. Don't know if I'll be doing any pours or whatever, because I got plenty in here to kind of get rid of and paint and whatnot. But we are going to do a little animal scene. We're going to do a panda with California poppies. All right. So while I am running my mouth and talking to you guys, we'll get this on the way. Let's pull out some green here, and we're gonna throw some blue mixture of the light. Titanium white, umber yellow, sap green. We got cobalt, and we got a lighter sky blue going on here. I use the blue just to darken up the green. All right, so we're gonna go right here from the bottom, somewhere up around in here. We'll play around in this area right here. We'll get this fairly dark here. I'll water it up. Now, Chocola got some glycerin type deal going on with it. All right. I'm going to use a touch of water. We'll just put the water right here on me. Okay. We'll just put it right here, and we'll just kind of flop it around. Go pretty careful by the edge of the tree here. Get a little boundary for the tree. Okay. And I just want interesting little shades of green stuff happening up in here. And we'll blend and fade and do all of that stuff. I'm going to take some light blue, a little bit of the same green. Just gives me a different flavor of green here. Dip it into a little bit of water. Let's get some more of that light blue like that. Okay, a little more green. We'll it all up in here a little bit. Okay. More just a different flavor. Once again, different flavor of green. Put it pretty close to the tree. Okay. All right. Just like so. Pop it in there. Let's go with a little touch of yellow. Let's start lightening things up here a little bit. All right. A little bit of white or color in here. Lighten it up a bit. And we'll, okay. 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 We'll just keep putting in various tones of this greeny stuff. Okay. A little touch of white. There we go. We'll brighten it up toward the top. Down here, up here. Once again, this charcoal stuff is it kind of glistenified here. We got plenty of glycerin. We'll just lighten it up and we'll bring it downward. Pull it down a little bit. Pull it down. Pull it up. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, of course, we got our stroke. Okay. It's all good if it looks like that. Don't worry. You can always build up on it. You follow me? So, have no fear. Don't getteth nervous if. Okay. Yes, we'll put a little bit of glue down here because I was going to deepen it. Now, once again, this type of paint is really glycerin like. So it's going to move around and fade around a bit. It's all right. Those little stroke marks you see, don't worry about them. You're gonna put all sorts of other little marks on here, so don't worry about them brush marks. You're not gonna notice or really be concerned with all of that. Right in here, we'll put some more of that in there, and I can play around with this like this because of the glycerin that's in this brand of paint. Okay, and I'm only using little bits of water in that. All right, let's go with some more of this lighter blue into this green. We'll just scrape it up. And we'll go in the mid area here and add some love in here. I'll use a different brush soon enough. Okay. And if you notice, I'm going vertically. There's a reason for that. Okay. And so I'm just building up our brightness, our colors. All right, that's all. Pop it right in there. If I got some that needs to go across, I'll just go across like this. Let me just spread it out a little bit. No big deal. I'll use a bigger brush in a second. All right. The 1-inch brush is good to get me done. Push the paint around and do whatever I need to do that way. That's all good. I'll use the customary brush you usually see me use, which is the 1.5-inch brush here. I'm gonna get a little water. I'll wet the bristles. Okie dokie then. Yeah. Just like that. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Fade it in there. Let it do what it do. I can go across. Doesn't matter. Go across. I'm just showing it. That's how you blend it. All right. Very soft with your brush. Go back up, down. I still want these slight up and downishness to it, like so. Okay. So we got our little green, grassy stuff happening over there. All right. That's basically what I'm looking for, what I need from that. All right. Okay, dokie then. Thank you very much. I didn't know my noggin was covering. Is it? Yes, it will. Okay. Now that I know. All I did was, I'm gonna sit back. All I did was really blend our greens and blues together. Darker blue and green here. Went up to the lighter blue and green here. Then I went up to yellow and light green or whatever. Then I pushed in the white and the light green. Okay, then pure white. And then what I did, because the paint is still rather damp, as you can see by the fingerprint. Okay, and I just maneuvered. I think one stroke would take care of that. And I just maneuvered it. If my iPhone's a little high, let's move it over here. Turn it that way. Now it's really out of my way. Okay, and then I just took it and did the strokes vertically, because this is the vertical path the grass is going to take. So I did it vertically. If you want to move your paint over a little bit, go horizontal. I'm just showing you what I did because my head was in the way. All right, and then you bring your colors back, either the dark back up into the light or the light back into the dark. But I still want it in a vertical way. Okay. So that's what I was doing. Yes, I know my peanut was blocking the festivities, and I didn't mean to do that. You guys know I don't, but you know, once I start yakking and moving my head around, things happen, and I put my noggin right in the way. But yes, remind me every time I do it, because it's self-conscious. I just do it. I gotta remember that a different orientation. And you know, I'm just cleaning off the green debris right now. Okay. All right. Now, that's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter which way I do it with this, so I might as well keep it back over there. But what I can do is I can, let's see if I can get this right. I think this is it. Let's shrink that up a little bit. How about that? All right. And since my face is the most important thing there, we'll put it up there. Okay. You guys can still pretty much see the colors. I shrunk it down a little bit. All right. Okay. We're gonna put the brown in there. Okay. Once again, this tree is absolutely massive. What I should have done really is shown you the picture of the Panda, but we'll do that later. I don't have the photo on this PC. I can easily put it there. I should have thought about that and just put it in the photo section in OBS. But of course, I didn't think about that because I'm me. All right, but I'll wake up and do it. Now the light source for this is actually over here. All right. So much like we did the grass, we could just block in the tree a bit using our little colors. All right, let's go with obviously our umber. We're going to use umber and a little bit of blue. We'll just use the giant brush and we'll pop it in there. Need a little more blue in there. It's just, why am I playing? Let's just scoop up the blue and pop it in there. It's like that. Okay, and just mix it in there. I get a little touch of water. Once again, this is real glisten up paint. All right, we're gonna mess with our light and dark shades while we're blocking in. We'll do it that way today. Okay, actually the darker shade for the tree obviously will be up and around here. We'll do pretty dark over here by his head, like this. And so we over here by here. It's fairly dark. Okay. We'll get some natural brown here. A slight touch of white. This natural brown should do enough though. We're gonna come here right by the tree line here. I'll get it real close. I'll move it over a little bit until I can kind of get where that green is. Then we'll put the brown in there. Put it right in between the darker stuff. Come on down with it. Once again, I am just only blocking in the color. The bark we'll really concentrate on the bark because the tree is like right here in front of us, right in front of our face, this tree. All right. All right. We're playing into this green a little bit. Hey, Mary. Hey, Kelly. Good to see you guys. Happy Sunday to you. Sunday fun day. Okay, we're going to gray up a little bit of this brown. We'll lighten it up a little bit. I'll put some of this dark in with it, like so. We'll get a little touch of water in this. We'll water that up a little. All right. Okay. And we're gonna come over here on the other side. We'll bring it right here. We'll blend that in a little bit. Yeah. And we're just gonna come out here this way. Bring it down here to the bottom. Block it all in. When you're working with paint with water, all right, you want it thin enough to maneuver it, play around in it, but you don't want it too loose to where the binding starts to crap up on you. You get a little sentimental and sensitive. And that will happen. It will happen. That's all right, because we can always go back over it. Okay, so I got a little more brown here. A slight touch of white in there. And bring it up toward the top here. Just once again, just blocking in all this stuff here. Like so. Alright. Okay. I'm going to tighten up that tree over there on the other corner. Actually, that tree is even darker than that. What I'm going to use is, I'm going to go back to my charcoal and get it. I don't really have to use the other brands of paint yet. I'll just use the, we're going to get a little bit of red. We'll put the red right in. It's all right, we'll put it right here. Let's get some red. I'm trying to see if I have enough blue to make a difference. I don't really think so. We'll use ultramarine blue. All right, we'll use a little bit of that. And I'm gonna use the rest of this burnt umber up too. And we'll start messing around with this tree. There we go. All right, let's put this back down. Looks like I'm wearing a skirt with this big brown towel I have on my lap. Okay. Okay, this makes us some maroon real fast. Throw some green in there too, brown it up. Keep on stirring it. Keep stirring it. I'm hoping you guys can see this fairly well. All right. That's all I'm doing is mixing this up. A little more blue. A little more blue. I'll deepen it up a little more. Different paint brands, different consistency will give you a different look. That should work actually. That should be somewhat okay. Alright, we're gonna try it out right now. Let's go back to our, we'll just do it with our 1-inch brush. Let's get some of this paint. Okay, all up and around here-ish. And I'm just filling out this it's pretty dark here. It's not the shadow of the bear. It's actually just the bark itself. It seems to be, for some reason, it just seems to be burnt. It looks like burns here in this area. Don't know why, but that's just the way the tree does look in this area, this spot in here. And so we're gonna play with that. But that is the way the tree looks. And plus I want to sharpen this area. Okay, come up here like that. Bring it down in there. Get rid of some of those brush strokes a little bit. Bring that in there like that. Get some of that pattern happening there. All right, let's go over in here. It starts to turn. It does all of this. The tree bark in itself starts turning up in here. So I gotta kind of remember that, aim it in that direction. A lot of this turning happens all up in here, like that, and it just kind of gets that weird turn going. And we're going to build our texture into that. All right. So I know it's very odd to look at, it strange. It is. Get a little bit of white with that yellow. Let's get some yellow in there. Just like that. And there we go. Mix that dark brown in there. Okay. We got some weird, I don't know if the panda tried to chew it or whatever she was trying to do in this area. But you got some craziness going on right in there. I don't know if she tried to scratch it, eat it. Who knows what she was trying to do? She or he. We got some weirdness there. Just gonna take a little bit of this little softy white and we'll build up on that. Blend it right here on the canvas itself. All right. They call this titanium white. It don't act it. That's for sure. But that's all right. It's a little heavier mixing blend of that color. Fine, we'll deal with it. It's all good. Get some more of that white. All right, and we'll start playing in here with it. And what I'm doing is really in between the bark. Now, even though this isn't the greatest paint in the world, all right, I'll still screw around with it a little bit. And I'm aiming all of this stuff in the light areas in between the dark, like that. Just like that. Yes, real loose. Get that flow going in there. Don't worry, we're gonna craggy and mess all that up. We're gonna make it look kind of odd. It will look like bark in a wee bit. Hashtag don't panic. We're gonna get it to look kind of craggy and crazy. Okay. There's also some textures and foolishness going on with this, to be honest with you. Now, as I'm doing it, and you see me doing it, when I add more colors, things start to adjust a little bit more. All right, so the dark is not really that dark because we got other colors now that are next to each other. Now it adjusts the palette all over again let's take some red on the board here, and some green. It's gonna turn it kind of browny like that. All right. Okay, I'm going back to my Chocola stuff here again. You figure I would put it somewhere where I can easily access it, right? Let's go with a deeper blue. We're gonna do a phthalo blue, or Chocola's version of phthalo blue, so, but it's still a deeper blue. What we're messing with. Okay, so I'm trying to get a very natural, soft black color. So we use a phthalo and we'll pop it in there. Okay. All right. Now what it's doing right now is it's just turning more green. And so I'll use a little bit of. I should use another red. I kind of like this Rose Madder, but it doesn't Rose Madder. And we're gonna put that in there. All right, mix it right in there. Now, that's much darker than what we had before. This is what we need here, and we're gonna go right back to that little burnt look again. See? Now it's dark. Now you got some darkness going on there, like that. All right, you see how it starts to kind of blend in. Now I'll put that brighter color there, so we're gonna work with that. We're gonna have a little fun. We'll start, especially up here where it's a little bit lighter to begin with. Okay, see this? Come in. There's a little groove or something right there. I'm gonna put it right in there like that. We can come over here on the edge, and we can that, and we'll put one here. Let's accentuate that lightness in there. We're good with that. That's fine. We're gonna come over here on the. Let's put this back. We need to mess with this over here. We'll start playing with some folds in the bark. Well, see, now I'm just starting to shape things here with the tree. And I'm using what I've already scribbled to accentuate that. Okay. That's all. All right. It will slowly start to look more or less like tree bark, especially when I put the other stuff in there with it. Just get that concentrated. I don't want it more blue. I want it more dark brown there. Okay. Alrighty. As I'm checking it out, I'm looking at it. We're cool. and I'll look at the chat. Hey, Karen, how are you? Okay, great. That's awesome. It's good to see you. Linda's in here. Hello, Linda. It's good to see you. Okay. All right. Different brand of paint. The Charcoal, because of the glycerin, it does stay wet a little bit longer than my Winston Newton and the Grum Darker stuff for that, what have you. I didn't use any glycerin with this. There's plenty of glycerin in that paint to begin with. Okay. All right. So I'm just shelling out the tree. Okay. I will wait for that to tack up and all that good stuff. All right. So let's come over here. Concentrate on that. All right. In the photo, the grass is pretty much blurred out. Not so much for us. I'll just make it look more or less like some kind of field of just grasses. All right, we're gonna get it up to somewhat look like that, and then we'll put some poppies in there. At least a quick representation of them. They won't be too extremely detailed because of just placement and where things are. But we'll throw on some detailed poppies somewhere around the bear, maybe on back of it or somewhere. Those will be obviously last because we had to put those in front of the bear, and so the panda has to be painted in and all of that. All right, but we should be able to make a few in here maybe. Okay, grass. All right, the grass will be more or less representational. We're gonna put quite a few of them in there. This is just a little guide for how light or how dark I want the grass to look. All right. Oh, we'll just go with a thicker brush. Warm it up a little bit, and we'll start messing with some darker green. We'll put the green right in with the brown like this. All right, and we're gonna pull this brush toward us like so. All right, we're gonna take this stuff and we're just like this. Okay, and we're gonna do a lot of this. I don't want them really too super thick, but we're gonna just play, and we're just gonna keep playing with it. Let's get some more of that green, put it in with this deep brown. All right, keep playing with it. Yeah, it's dark. It's all right. Come on up here. Okay. A little of white, just a little bit. Maybe a touch of blue. Why not? Come up here and keep playing. Keep playing. There we go. Keep playing with it. Go in different directions. Come down. Okay. I'm gonna get a little touch of blue. We're gonna put it in there. A little touch of white. And here we go. Pop it in there. Keep it in different directions. It's all right. Get a little hint of blue in there. Bring it on up. We're gonna do thinner lines than this. We're gonna just keep building this stuff up like so. But look what it's starting to look like already. Hashtag don't panic. Hashtag don't panic. Relax. Have some fun with this. Now this is supposed to be titanium white, but it looks like a heavier batch of blending white. You should look at it here. All right. And this brush, as you can see, holds a pretty decent thin edge there. All right. And just come on in. Pop it in there. Mix it in with the other colors, like so. Crisscross it. Some go to the left, some go to the right. See? Put it in there. Get some ones in here. Look at that. Okay. Now, this is up to you. I don't have any yellow. Let's get some yellow. I'm gonna from the tippy top. Right up top up there. We're gonna go in reverse. Well, let's put the rest of this yellow in here, like that. All right, that's the end of that tube, and it's gonna go right in the trash. All right, let's get some yellow, just like that. A little touch of this milky white stuff. Okay, let's go in reverse. So we're gonna come upside down here and go. We're gonna go into. Go in reverse with it like that. And now pop them in there like this. All right. Crisscross them, put them in there. Put it right in there. Now you got your glow. See, what I laid down before was just a guide for all that stuff. Okay. Okay. Get that out of there. Rinse off my brush. I should have a 1/2 inch brush in here somewhere. Should I use this really? I could. Let's take some of this bright green stuff here, and we'll put it in here. We'll mix a little brown in there with it, just like that. A slight touch of water. I'm more or less concentrating all of this on the front end of the brush. We'll just come here very slower, little glaze of whatever, pop them in there. I think this is, it's all right, we'll do it this way. I'll just do it in reverse. Come up this way like that. We're gonna get brighter as we move up a little bit. Like that. We'll go a little bit brighter. Let's use a little bit of blue. We'll put it right here. Maybe it's a little brighter as we go up. So a little bit around here, a little slower. Have it crisscross around like that. Come on up in here a little. I can soften some of those a little bit. I think I want a thinner brush than that. We'll go with our script, what the hell we call this brush again? Oh, the fox hair brush, Chinese fox hair. We'll go into this. Let's get some of this mixing white right here. We'll go like that. Get some water going with this. You want your paint to be in a very ink-like way. Okay, really good for you to invest in one of these if you know you want to get into this painting, this type of painting. We'll just come here and actually let me go slower. Just blaze a little thicker. We'll come in down here like that. And come up on top. All different little areas, all up in top here, like that. Get some more. Wherever you want to get some crisscross things going on here. Okay, much like that. Okay. So you got your blades of grass going in. You know where your little highlight spots are in that. Okay. All right. We'll let that tack up and do its thing. Let it dry up a little bit here. Let's put that back. Oh no! Oh, you clicked on what? No, it's on next week. Yeah, if you click on it, it's just gonna open up and just stare at you. It's just gonna stare at you. But on 8 o'clock, it will start by itself. I'll be more or less live, and I'm debating whether I should show you the actual paintings because they're sitting right beside the couch there. Or I also have photos of them with the sizes, the bidding price, the whole 9 yards. So, and I can do it right here from the webcaster. I just put it on a photo and just pop them on there, and you guys can bid on it, or I can have Panda do it because she got them also. So, all right, you guys really want to have some fun? You guys really want to play? We got 15 minutes. Let's play with some bark. All right, let's see if I can salvage some of what I have here. Let's get the bigger blade. Let's see if it's still pliable enough. If it's not, then I'm gonna have to create some more. Yeah, I don't know if I want to use this stuff. We'll see. Let's see. Do I really want to use it? Let's mix it in. Now, if I mix this in, I can get it bark-like. Yeah, I just add red to this. We got our greens and our yellows together in this, okay? Now, I can use blue, make it a deeper green. I can do that, okay? That I can do. But I think what I'll do, I'll just turn this around down here. And I'll go back into my rose madder. We'll put the rose madder right in here. All right. And what it's going to do is we're mixing two color opposites together. Green and red are opposites on the color wheel. So they're going to cancel each other out. The amount of cancellation will depend on how much of one color you got to another. Okay. So, of course, I got like white and whatever color mixed in here with it. Okay. You just keep on blending it. And that's what you see me doing here. I keep blending the colors. As you can see, it's starting to turn kind of reddish brown. Now I can actually use this for the base of all three colors. If I use this as the medium, okay, let's put it right here. So let's say if I use that for the medium color, let's take a chunk out right here. All right, and say if I want a darker version of that, to which I do. I think I'll just go with just to deepen it. This is the charcoal stuff, so I'll just use black because one, it speeds up the process a little bit. We'll put black right around in here somewhere. All right. And get that little sniglet out there too. All right. So I just want to deepen this. So I'll take a little touch of black, that little piece right there. All right, and you just add black to it, and it does darken up. All right. keep mixing, keep mixing. You can see the color change between, that's the original color, and here's the color that we're mixing. Now it just turned right back into burnt umber again. All right, now you can clearly see the color difference. Just adding a little bit of black to that. Follow me. All right. Okay. Let's clean this up a little bit. Ugh. Let's get the diseased white out of there too. I'll use the side of my garbage can and wipe all that mess off. All right. Let's take this and we'll spread it out like that. No big deal. Yeah, I highly doubt you will. They're not gonna travel to the Netherlands for your for them. But I tell you, you drop some off over there in your yard, I can guarantee you they're not gonna leave. Okay. Okay, this guy is about to turn off. I gotta switch to the TV program. I'll be right back. Hook this back up, and I'll probably do a little double dipping. I'll probably pop on Mike. He'll be on in a few minutes. All right, where am I at here? Oh yes, bark. Okay, I chose the darker brown. All right, we'll do a swipe across here. I chose the darker brown. We'll use this first, and we're gonna start to play around it in the darker areas here for well, Karen, do I have a group? I don't really have a group. I guess I could do subscriptions on my YouTube page. I am on it often enough, and I can open that up for subscriptions. And I can do it that way. But when you see the bell and the subscribe button, just click on the bell for always, or all notifications, and then I'll start I can start a club, yeah, a group. That I can do. You're not the only one who's asked about that, so I guess I can start one. But I am on intermittently. I try to paint once a day, but it's crazy hours, really, because I do watch other people do their painting and everything. So, but yeah, I can start with one, sure. Like I said, I have been asked before about it. All right, I like where this is going more or less. I'm gonna use some dark blue in this deep brown here. See if I can get it a little deeper this that, so cause it needs to be seen. All right, so I gotta be careful, but we're just gonna deepen this brown so it can show. All right, okay, it's got a little bit of this blue in it, so it's a funky green brown we have going on there, but it's all right. As long as it shows. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Yeah, that I like. Okay, we're gonna start with the bark here. All right. Now it's gonna be difficult for you to see this in this darker area. I'm gonna choose the darker spots here. And this tree is once again up close to us, so it's gonna have a lot of bark detail in it. I want to work more or less with the darker crevicey stuff and get that going. So it's a lot like doing a mountain. Okay, it's just that our crevices are going, they're directional. And I'm using the dark lines that we have here. Okay, that you can see. Okay, I can tap, pull, drag, but I'm going directionally on purpose. All right, but you see what it's starting to look like now. Okay, now as I do this, okay, not only am I making the creases for these fellas, but when I put the lighter marks in here, I will do that on top of the darker creases. So all of this light and shade you see me doing are going to play off each other. You follow me? So it just makes it look a lot more complicated than it really is. But yeah, all you have to do is follow me. On Facebook, same thing, because I post my stuff on Facebook when I'm finished, and I post it on Instagram. Okay, so yeah, I do have an Instagram, all grayscale painting. Okay, or you type in grayscale painting florals, something like that, and you see me pop up on Instagram. I'm trying to think of what logo is on that Instagram page. I can't remember. It's either my face or something. I'm trying to remember. Now, as we come up here, it's pretty dark. Okay, it starts to straighten up a bit. All right, so it's curving here, and I'm putting them in there because of that. All right, but it starts to get a little straight here. And once again, the tree is really close to us. And I'm really concentrating really on the darkened stuff. All right. My buddy should be on in a few minutes. I shall say hi to him. He has a very strong hold on for a second. There. He'll be on in a few minutes. Like I say, I'm double dipping. You might hear his voice. Depends on how loud I got the volume. But I'll chat. I'll say something to him once he's online. But every once in a while, yeah, we kind of bump heads with time. It's not personal, you know. It's just I know many people, I follow them, and our times just collide sometimes. Once again, it's not really intentional at all. So, but I have a tablet, an iPhone, an Android. They're all sitting here, so yeah, I can watch a few people at the same time. Yeah, like I said, his voice is a lot louder than mine, so if I do have the volume up, you'll definitely hear him. Okay, all right, now I'm gonna take some more of this medium color and a slight touch of black. We'll get this dark. I don't have much really to add for the dark colors, so I'll just mix just a little bit here, spread it out, just like that. And it's really like around in here, you know, just slight bits of darkness. All right, and then we're gonna go into our other colors. And I'm following really where the dark stuff is. You put a little bit into the lighter area. Okay. And I'm gonna aim some of this straight down like this. See? And if you notice, I got my hand on the blade where usually I don't. All right, but we need some of that pressure on there to get that look of bark. All right, and with the lighter tones, which you'll be seeing in a few minutes, you'll see how all of this kind of meets. as I'm looking at it here, we're gonna go into our medium color. We just bring the medium color out here like this. And actually, let's take a little bit of that medium color. We'll spread it right out like that. All right. And what I'm doing here, I do the same thing with my mountain color. I spread it out much like that. I don't really have to add much to this for the color. It's the medium color. Okay. And then I'll just tap. See? And I'm going into the lighter stuff like so. We'll be putting a little bit of this in the a little bit in the darkness, but really into that lighted area. Just a little bit. And you'll see. And you want it to break apart. All right. You want that look. We're going to keep at this. All right. It's going to look like a giant tree. Up close bark. And every once in a while, you'll see me stop and I'll look. I have a 40, almost 50 inch screen. I'm looking, well, you guys don't see me look, but I look up this way. I'll show you. I'll point with my finger where it is. Up toward that way. And I'll look to make sure everything is cool. Everything is right. The position's right. The, make sure everything's correct. But it's the same technique. All right. Let's go over here on the other side where it really matters. And we're going to do that curve. Put some of it into the lighter area. And I'm doing what's called wet on dry. What does that mean? Obviously the paint's wet, but the board is dry. There's no glycerin. There's no medium. There's no additive to the board at all. No problem. No problem, Karen. We shall be here. Okay, it's 2 o'clock, Mike. Where you at? Now, what I'm doing here is called accidentals. I can guide the blade. Oh, there he is. Of course, I don't hear him. Hold on, guys. There he is. Hold on. Let me say hello to Merrick. Okay, hello Diane. All right, back to you guys and myself. All right, I'm gonna take some more of this medium brown here, and we're gonna come here and add some more of this love. Okay. Once again, to get it to look like bark. Now, if my internet's acting a little funny at one, I'm gonna know because I'm looking at my screen. It doesn't seem to be too jumpy. Hopefully, it's not. Yeah, I thought about doing that myself. My truck definitely needs to be, it definitely needs to be washed. I'm not lying either. It definitely needs some love. Definitely. And I really should do it. I should have did it. I had the time to do. I mean, I can do it fairly much anyway, anytime I want. But Sunday, this would have been a perfect time to just get it washed because it desperately needs it. It's pretty sad. Now, what's going to be really interesting is when I put the lighter grayish tones on the tree. Now, they're not all over it. It's pretty much more on the lit side here. All right. So now I'm going to take a little bit of brown here. A little touch of brown and white. Just like that. Of course, it's not going to be totally there. And we got this area in here to which we're going to... It's going to look like the open part of the tree in there. Right up in here. All right. And I'm going to keep plugging away at it till I get what I'm looking for with it. Now, I work with a very small palette on purpose. All right. It's only in a patch, right? You know, right up around in there. All right. And I know where it is because I'm looking at the photo of how far to go with that. You got me? All right. All right. A little touch of white. I don't have any yellow. So we'll blend in a little more brown. Still want it to be brighter than what I have there. Okay. And we're going to get a patch of that love up in here. It's like the raw wood sticking through. Follow me. My tablet only gives me about 10 minutes of there. 10 minutes of love. All right. I'm gonna have to see who's doing that. That might be her upstairs. I know you guys can hear that knocking. If you guys can hear it, yeah, it's that loud. Because I'm using a lapel mic. So if you guys can hear all that banging around like that, yeah, she's doing something up there. Okay. There's a woman, her name is Althea Lewis. She is big into wildlife painting and trees. Painting trees is her kind of her specialty. Okay. I'm kind of thinking of her when I do these because her trees are extremely detailed. Okay. They are absolutely beautiful, really. Not even joking. They are nice. It's got a little bit of this going on, but not too much of it. It's mainly concentrated here. Okay. I can come here. And I'm going to take a little bit of brown now that I did that, right? Right in here. So a little bit of that white and brown, because you can do different hues, different hues, levels of the brightness of one color, and you can throw a little bit of that in there. Okay, but just a little in spots. All right. So be very picky on where you're putting this love at here. All right. I can go back into my brown, back into a little bit of white. Just, they call it titanium white, but it's more of a little thicker mixing white, really. Nothing really to write home about, but it works. Come here. Now, if you feel it's a little bright, give it a second, because it'll dull itself right out. All right, so it's not as bright as you might think. No. Washing the truck every week? Yeah, no. I didn't subscribe for that. No, I didn't pay for that subscription. No. But I do have to wash it because of the salt, you know. I think you know all about that, right? It's really the salt content and stuff. There we go. Okay. So I'll fade some of that also. we'll come in here. And see, you can blend even with the knife. Once again, I'll keep all this attention to the bright stuff around where it needs to be, which is around in there. Okay. All right. We're going to get some of this brown. What's left of this white. Here's the interesting thing about brown. Depending on what brown you have, all right. Now brown is well, this is a very deep brown. This brown has either green or blue in it, depending on which one you get. Anything with sienna is a brown with red in it. A brown with either blue in it will be the umbers, which is what I have here. Okay, so I can get away with throwing a little bit of green in this. And a little bit of green is about all I have. I don't even think I got enough blue to pop in there, but it's okay. Now, as I got a little bit of that in there, okay, not enough white, of course not. We're gonna still use some of this crappy white. They call it titanium white. I call it a higher brand of soft white. This thing is horrible. It might work for other people. It doesn't really work for me, but in a blending context, it's perfect. But now we're going to get a weird browny gray going on here, mixing that white in there. Okay, like that. We're going to take this color, and once again, we'll spread it right out, just like that. Spread it out. Okay. Let's see if it needs to be brighter or not. Because now we're getting into the actual tree bark color. And what I'm going to do very gently, and we're going to go right across if we can. And it's not bright enough, believe it or not. So let's get some more mixing white. We're going to blend this again. I knew it wasn't bright enough when I put it on. It did make a pattern, but I couldn't even see it. So it wasn't bright enough, which is fine. And it's right here, but it's fine. We're going to, there we go. Now that works. See that? We're going to do a lot of that, and we're going to start going across. Now what's going on here is that the paint that's dried, okay, it creates, there we go. What it's doing is creating texture. And with that texture going across it, now you're getting your bark color going on. And you can take this bark color, create my incidentals. I can curve this stuff. Okay, you can give it a path, but after that, you can give it a path of where to go, but you're on your own after that. Okay, and that's basically all I'm doing. This is the fun part. I enjoy doing stuff like this. It's just creating all types of different scenes, different patterns of the trunk color in this. Bring that back this way. And I'm going in the opposite direction. Instead of going vertical, I'm bringing it across, because we have all sorts of debris and all sorts of paint that's sticking up, that the paint that I'm putting on there is coming off against. Okay. And I'm really putting it in the spots that are really kind of the lighter brown. Okay. You can put it across the darker batches too, if you would like. Really up to you. But we can definitely build upon what you're looking at here. Now Mike has, I'll lower his there, so I don't have to compete with him. But he's talking. He got people. He's Thank you, Father. What was I say? I lost my. Oh, he's talking and he's got people watching and saying hey and asking questions. So he's good. He is good. He should be redder than that. Yeah. And you see how I'm mixing it here. Take it. Oops, spread it out. Just a little bit. I don't need too much. All right, as I'm looking at things, we can get a little touch of black in this. Just a little black in this color. Doesn't turn it black, but I am getting a more of a dusky version of what I just did, because we're going to move on to another spot. Okay. Just a little bit of that dusky stuff in here. Up in here a little bit. I'm not going to get rid of everything. Don't get rid of all of your darks. Okay. Put some of that dusky colored bark in there. We'll pop a little bit right in there. All right. Right there at the edge. Don't ever feel you have to rush this. Just keep looking at it, keep staring at it. Make sure you got all of your kind of tones and all that fun stuff going on with it. Right on top of his little panda head. Put a few of those in there like that. All right. Okay. Watch what happens next. Let's get a little bit of black. Let's scoop some, put it right in there like that. I can mix a little bit of brown in that, I guess. But just mix it. Let's see. I think that's a little bit too light. I don't want that. I want straight black today. There. Just straight black. I don't want to mix it. I'll put it in there straight. Okay. Now we're going to get some directional grooves going in there with straight black. We're going to put that straight black in here. Tap it in right by the groove lines that you already put in there. And it just makes deeper tree grooves. Okay. Okay. Make them all more in the path of a line or curves. Okay, we can take some here, go on around in here like that. So you create these lines and curves. Look at this. See that? And you make them pretty long. They're not very tiny. You're really close up on the tree. Okay. So don't be scared of it. Don't be scared to utilize that dark color, especially if it's representing the grooves of the tree. Okay. Put it right in there. You do enough of them, it once again develops a pattern, and you'll be able to see where this bark is going. All right. So you already know where the lit side of the tree is. Okay. You see where the darker parts of the tree. This is straight black. You can even pop it in there because this is not all total black. So you can actually play around with all that super dark stuff right in the dark area itself. Okay. And if you got some stuff that might be a little much, or you feel a little much, you can take that black and kind of deaden some of that if you feel you have to. Okay. So if there's some things that have to be a little darker, then you pop it in there. Okay. But as long as you've got it looking like the bark of the tree, okay, you're really good to go. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what I got going on here. Thank you, Hosea. Let's see. Like I say, there's no real ending to that side. This will make sense once the panda's off there. This is dry. This will be getting there. All right, it's thicker paint, so it's gonna take a little bit to dry. All right. Once again, I'll just keep looking at it, and I'll wait for it to dry. I think I can probably add a little bit of, I don't really want to add it, but I believe I can get away with it. Let's take some what's left of the white. Oh crap, I ran out of black. All right, hold on. What I'm gonna do, and I'll use a smaller brush for this, because I can get away with it while I'm thinking about it here. Hold on. I do got a little bit of white. Let's take a little bit of white. We'll put it right here. Boom. A little touch of black. We'll put that right there. Okay. Just basic gray, as you can see. Just basic gray. A little touch of brown in there. A little more white. All right. It needs to be brighter than that. So we'll take some more of this. I'm gonna call this titanium white. I'll just call it half and half, like coffee. That's what it is. Not quite fully titanium white, opaque. A little transparent. There. We'll put that much in. There we go. Okay. Okay. We'll spread it out like that. No big deal. Okay, that should be brighter. Let's see, take a little piece there. And I'm just going to get really light. No, it is not bright enough. So I'll take this little bit here and mix that little bit in with it, which should give us an even brighter shade. Like I say, this stuff, I call it half and half. It's not full cream, it's not full milk. All right, but there you go. That's good. That's good. All right, you should be able to see it just a little bit. And I'm adding a little bit of bright like that. There, see, you can see that. Those little patches I'm doing, just little baby patches of directional stuff right in here. All right, just little baby touches. Little, see? Almost like little bits of stuff right up in there. Okay, directional. It is easy to do these because what the color is being bounced off, it's coming right off of the thicker layered stuff you previously put on there. All right, and it's really the lighter bark color. So it's going to take off what it wants and leave you the rest, as long as you go in that direction. Okay. and you do it in a path. All right. I'm gonna come in here, follow some of that line work. Okay. It's really basically on that one side. Okay. Not really too much more. I can fade it out by just doing smaller lines. See, like that. Okay. I'm going to join some of these together because it just really shows a pattern and a path of where these guys are going. And what you're hearing is me wiping off extra paint right off on my beach towel. That's the scrapes you hear. All right, as you see, I'm making groove lines in there. All right. I'm pushing some so it's not such an abrupt stop of texture. It's up to you of how you want to make those patterns work for you or not. Okay, directly up to you. All right, I'll stop messing with the tree because we don't have to do much more to that tree than what you see. Okay, and we just let it dry and set. All right. I see we have some breakup going on here. All right, he's doing that. Oh, I gotta see what's gonna happen here. Now, when it does that, okay, it seems to be okay. When it does that, it does slow up the, wow, it slows it up a lot on my live stream, on my end. So we're gonna see if I'm able to boost that up a little bit. Because right now, yeah, okay, it did. All right. So what happened is sometimes my internet connection, even though I'm hardwired in, it just acts a little funky and weird. And no, it's still a few seconds behind because I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting here talking. And it gives you the, yeah, it's doing it again. Some of that yellow. It lets me know when it's a little shaky. Yeah, I know. I'm good. That's why I'm stopping. Lungs. As long as we're only at, well, we're at 90 minutes, so that's cool. I'm just gonna keep looking at it, make sure she's solid enough, and it's dropping frames also. I see that it's doing that. Like I say, it's greatly behind. Let me do something here. I'm gonna not necessarily sign out. I'm on my tablet. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'll just clear all of this. Go back to YouTube and go back to my channel. I already know we're live. So I gotta go through the little dance again. I gotta go look at the ads. Skip the ads, please. Yeah, it keeps going to top messages. I don't want top messages. Why did they do this? What's the reason of doing that? All right. So, okay, now I'm back. All right. Nope, we're back now. Okay, no, what I had to do is I had to totally get out of there and then come back. Okay, so, and it's just for me to watch what's going on and whatnot. So if it starts to act up, yeah, just let me know. I'll glance over and see if it's starting to act up. And if so, I have to not log out, but I have to just get out of YouTube and come back in. But that's only on my tablet or whatever I'm watching it from. Okay, let me see. So anyway, okay, we got this going on. This is dry. We don't really have to touch this anymore. We've done what we've done with the tree. The tree's done. The tree's fine. The tree is We're good with the tree. we have our grasses here. Okay. All right. This is where I get to clean up what I've messed up. So let's enlarge this. Let's bring that back down here. All right. I technically don't need to really mess with anything else as far as the tree color. So I can scrape away this mess. Now, Serena, if I do stop, obviously you'll be in bed by the time I start this again. I do gotta see if I have to do any errands, or do I have to go anywhere, or do I have to get anything for more food for dinner or whatever. So I'll ask her that. But I believe I can probably throw some poppies in here. The poppies, once again, they will be, I don't need this brown, so the brown can go away. Okay. I have a paint scraper. All right, got a little razor blade there on it. There. All right. And basically that's what you see me doing. I'm just scraping away the extra stuff here. I'm using rubbing alcohol to do this. Okay. All right. I do have to clean it. I usually just clean it up with a tissue real quick. There. The black I'll use the white. I think I got enough to just wipe all of this away. Rubbing alcohol really tears right through this stuff. So basically all I need is just red. I believe a little bit of red, a little bit of white. So I will put the red out there. We'll use rose madder. And we'll throw a few of these on here. I'll put it in something like that. So we use a lot of that. Instead of me picking this up, I'll just twirl it around. I do believe I have some yellow in here. Nope. Let's turn it around to the other side. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. No yellow there, so we'll just use the yellow over here. Little touch of yellow. It's still red flowers, so we'll use a little pinch of yellow. Just like that. All right. Okay. All right. I really don't have to turn the camera anywhere. I could zoom it in for you. So we'll do it that way. And if I end it, we'll start right where I ended. So let's zoom in quite a bit here. How's that for bark? Let's turn it this way, this way, this way. And we'll come down to the bottom just a little bit. Can I turn it down there? It won't fall. We'll focus in on it. All right. Okay. So. Okay. So we'll start putting in a few poppies here. Definitely a smaller brush for this. It looks like I might have to make them stand out in this grass. I'm going to have to block them in black. All right. Now poppies, let's consider them a very basic, almost rose shape. It's only what, 5 petals to them, 4 or 5 petals. All right, let's just take a little bit of black. We'll just bring the black here when you guys can see it. I'll just spread it out here. This is a very tiny flat brush. All right, this flat brush has seen better days. All right, let's come here. We'll try to keep some of that grass going and flowing. All right, let's take one poppy. We'll bring it pretty close. We'll just have it come here, right above the tree a little bit, right there. We'll just have it come in, block it in. Okay, we just block it in like that by each petal, like so. All right, that's one. That's 2. So we'll make it pretty decent, somewhat decent size. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's maybe 4. We'll whiten him up a little bit. Put him in there. And maybe red in here. Something like that. So we'll just block. It looks like a giant clover. All right. Hey, Mo, how are you? Bruce is in here. Hey, Bruce. How you doing, Mona? Okay, we got 1 there. Here, we'll do a piece of 1 right here. We'll just do like this. Just come down there like that. Yes, and then we'll come here and make a pretend 1 right here. It kind of cuts in right here. All right. Okay. We'll try to get another nice sized 1. No. We'll come here like this, and we'll give him a cup. We'll cup him like that. Then we're gonna come out here. We'll cup him that way. And we'll get another 1. Somewhere around here. We'll more like a heart shape. I kind of know what's going on with this one, so but we're gonna work it that way. All right. Maybe 1 here. 1 that way. All right. And then we'll go. Come that way. We'll kind of get 1 waving around this way, something like that. This we'll put 1, a slightly baby 1 right here. Come here like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put 1 in here. Kind of dip them out this way. Okay, so we'll do a few like that. Okay, we'll wait till it dries. All right. We're gonna get smaller ones in there. I'm just gonna take a little bit of black. Just the impression of fellas back there. All right, so we'll get some ones in there that got some weird kind of shape like this. And we'll get some kind of flat like this. You'll see what I'll do with these. Maybe a piece of 1 hanging out like that. And we're gonna come here, we're gonna pop a few right in here. The smaller they get, the more you get the pack on there. You follow me? That 1 there. We'll have 1 kind of something like that. All right. Let's get a little bit of black. We'll come in here. Let's go slightly upward. We'll bring it right up here. Okay. And we'll get Kellen in here. Pop him in there. This. We'll do something like that. We'll part of 1 there. They get smaller and smaller. I'll probably make them a little, who knows. But they get smaller and smaller. They get spaced out a little bit more. This. Come out here. Like that. I know it doesn't make any sense as of right now. They look kind of weird. We'll bump 1 in there like that. We'll put 1 in there like that. They get little tiny, little, almost like little dots back there. We'll get them tiny, like so. Yeah, something back there. Something like that. Okay? All right. I put them in black for them to stand. Oh, she just, okay. I thought Bruce was in here when you said Bruce. But no, they're in Vermont. They did pay him a visit. That's funny. Okay, so we got those put in there. Let's go back. Maybe I should really tilt the camera instead of messing with this thing. But it's all right. We're right here. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let's mess with some white and red. Well, let's mess with a little bit of the. No, let's mess with the. Let's get a little bit of yellow. Okay, and we'll put the red in that. All right, something like that. We'll lighten it that way. Okay, I don't want to use the white. I'll just use the yellow. All right, we'll lighten it up that way. Okay. Once again, Chocola does have glycerin in it, so I don't really have to go crazy like that with it. Let's go here. And these are more or less, kind of tiny or whatever. We'll give a little pinch, and we'll come in this way. A little pinch, come in that way. A little pinch, and we'll press. A little pinch, press it in there. A little pinch. These are a little closer to us. Need that little there. All right. Just like that. Get some more of this. We're gonna come this way. Now I'm gonna use the black there. Definitely use the black as its shadow color coming in right here. All right. This is why I'm using such a tiny brush for this. So we'll do a few actual petals for these guys. We're gonna come here and we're gonna shell it. We're gonna like that. We're gonna come here and we're gonna come over this way. And I'm doing these like I would do the normal size flowers. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna add little highlights to these fellas too. All right, we got this one. He's like above or past the tree line here, so that lets you know the distance of that one. This one's a little closer. These, and for poppies, they're really going into one direction. All right. And we're gonna give it a little push, and we're gonna come this way. Give it a little push. We're gonna come this way. I don't know if you guys hear this guy talking about the Grammys and the foolishness. 1, 2, 3. This is a big one. All right. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm just using yellow and red. All right. You use a lot more yellow than you would use red in this rose madder. Okay. And I am taking a little. There. Put it right in there. All right. You bring it right in there. Okay. Did Doris do a drive-by? You said Doris. Now we got one that's cupped here. So we're gonna come here. Because it's cupped right in here. Okay, that was cupped. Just like that. All right. Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's her thing, hey, more power to her. You know. Now, somebody did request a field of California poppies. They did ask for something like this. I don't normally draw a field of flowers. I know that they've been done, and they do appeal to people, and I would guess I would presume people buy them. I guess. I don't do them too many times. So that's one of the reasons why I did ask for people to let me know what they want to see. Okay. For that reason. Now, obviously, I got some that are really detailed that are in here. The rest of these guys will be more or less representations of them, because they're gonna get to be a little small to be slapping like really fine details in them. Okay, the brushes is this, yeah, and they're gonna get smaller and smaller. I can draw or paint the representations of the petals and such. And I'm using that black actually to my advantage. Okay, I'm gonna get some more, a lot of yellow, a little bit of red, put it in there like that. Actually, I can even get these a little deeper in color because they're going further away. So we'll get a little touch of red. A little more. There, we'll throw it in there. All right. All right. I'm pushing this little tiny brush, pushing that paint up there. All right, I got plenty of paint on the brush. And once again, I will now do representation of these guys. See? Look at this. And there's like five petals, so we're gonna press and turn it like that. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some more paint. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see, you know, some petals you'll see more of, some you won't. Okay. I'm using more or less the tip of the brush, getting paint on there, just to represent these fellows. So now you're looking for just really images of them. Okay. So I hope some of this well, thank you, my darling. You know, each person has their favorites that they would like to see any artist do. You know, maybe they don't like to see my my waterfalls or whatever. Maybe flowers is you know what they're keying in on. Hey, if it keeps them coming back, I don't mind. You know, it doesn't break my feeling. I'm just grateful they return. So everybody has a favorite that a certain artist does, which is, once again, that's okay. Okay, now I'm just doing representations now because they're getting smaller and smaller. So I just get a little amount of paint, and now I'll start doing a little push. Look at this. See this? Just like that. Just start pushing things. Don't get rid of that black. That black is, even with flowers this far away to which you can't see because I didn't raise it up. Way up here. Okay. Basically, once again, there are only 5 petals, but I'm using the black to my advantage here. I'll put some going out of the way like that. Now, but look at this. Don't get rid of that black. Now I'm just doing shades because they're kind of a ways away here. Okay. But now you're starting to see what they're looking like here. Okay. And even though they're far away and I'm just like putting globs of paint in certain directions, even though they're petal-like, but you know. Okay, but I'm not gonna try to get rid of all of that black. I'll try to keep them in there as best I can. But keep them very loose. Okay, some of these are just gonna be blotches of red in the middle of black, and that's fine, like this. It's all right. See, put it in there. It's all right. Your eye's gonna think poppies anyway. You're painting it. Oops. No. You're painting an optical illusion. I get rid of that there. When they're this far away, I gotta kind of paint around the black. But like that. All right. Glad you're enjoying the series. And I do appreciate people that do comment, because I do write back. At least I'll try. Try my best to write back. Okay, we're gonna go back into our yellow. We're gonna go this yellow, and then a little bit of white in this red, just like that. Put it in there. All right, just like that. This is gonna be our highlight color, to which I have to be careful with now. Now I'm pushing the color in there. I'll stir it. Get a lot of this off of my brush. We'll stir it in there. Okay, right now I have too much paint on my brush. I have to rinse this. I really need another flat brush. This one here has, once again, it has seen better days. I do have another flat brush somewhere around in here. I'd have to look for it, because I definitely got to retire this guy. Okay, and we're going to start adding in our highlights. Ugh. Ugh. And I'm going to keep the highlights, believe it or not, on the right hand side of the flowers. I can get away with doing a lot of this because once again, it's got glycerin on this. So I'm really gonna accentuate that right side. Just pop him in like that, and then we'll just come over the side like this and just kind of put him in there like, oh crap, you guys don't see it. Boy, I failed you guys. This is what they look like. I'm so sorry. That's what they're starting to look like. Let's keep we'll keep it right there and let's bring it in. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking and painting away. You guys don't see nothing. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I thought it was low enough. It was not. Okay, we're gonna come around in here. A little pushing. Actually, that should be down in the middle. And then the rest should be this way, curved. 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 Just like that. Okay. This one here. Curved. Curved. Right in here. All right. They're not all going to be lit because they're all on one side. Okay. It will be the right hand side. And we're gonna keep that kind of thing going on right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Are there people out there?
Errol saw her out there going ski and took off to come over here.
Of course she did.
And she yelled at Errol, and I told her, come on, that's what we'll do.
Oh, so Errol was in the other driveway.
Yeah, he was over there, but except that he saw her, he got to jump over and make her.
All right. Arrow is the same type of dog that Frasier from the TV series got. She's an older dog. I think Arrow is a female. Arrow does not bite, but she is very, she's very curious. I have met Arrow, but Arrow would try to come over where my dog was alive, the bigger one, Bluto. And Arrow was so funny because I was out in front with Bluto. Bluto was on the chain. And now Bluto was 150 pounds. He was a pit bull and bull mastiff mix. Arrow was whatever that dog. I can't think of the name of what the dog was on Frasier. Arrow decides to lay flat on the ground about 4 feet from the dog. Just lay there. And I looked at Arrow. Arrow looked at me. I said, "No, Arrow, don't do it." My dog wouldn't bother her, but still. But Arrow decides to take her hind legs. Now remember, both her legs are splayed out. But she decides to push with her back legs an inch forward towards my dog. Like 4 inches at a time. It was so comedic. And I'm like, this freaking dog. You can't tell me dogs don't know what they're doing. They do. She was just curious. I'm like, man. I said, Arrow, your owner's going to flip the hell out. And so I just took the dog inside. But Arrow's kicking, still kicking. Like I say, she's an older dog. And yes, even though these flowers are this tiny, I'm still going to highlight them on one side and one side only. If I can get to them. Alright. And basically all I got to do really is give a highlight. Quick highlight. Boom. Okay. You know, as I was learning this from Gary Jenkins, let me read your chat here. Oh yeah, she was something else. She was a little stinker, this dog, and she has her own mind. I can hear her owner calling out for her, and sometimes she would be like down the block. I mean, she comes back, but still, she has her own mind. She's like, yeah, I'll get back when I get back. Shut up. And she does. She doesn't like skunks. Of course, she's been sprayed a few times because she don't listen. But man, you ought to hear the neighbor freak out when she finds out it's a skunk the dog's barking at. No, no, no. I'm across the driveway laughing my ass off. I'm like, man, this is comedic gold. Of course, I don't take my phone with me outside, so I can't record none of this joyous festivities that's going on with her and Arrow. But man, funny as hell. Okay, let's bring this camera up a little bit because most cameras are now doing little, but you can see what they look like as you gather them together here. And once again, I'm also just painting really one side of them. Okay. I think I could probably move this paper off of mine. Well, here, you just put little globs or whatever in there. Whatever. At this point, stage point, I mean, you can put them in there. You don't have to. Whatever. It don't matter. Okay. I will pull the camera back a little bit here. Okay. And just straighten that out. And move it back up a little bit. Maybe if I move it higher, up like that, and then pull back. Well, you guys can definitely see how the bark and the detail and how they're starting to dry. Okay, because it looks like a big old hole in the tree here, but it's not. All right, but that's a good example to talk to you about. This looks like a big old gap in the tree. It doesn't look like a panda's there. This looks like a big chunk that's gotten bitten out of a big anteater or something ate it. Black or anything dark recedes. Anything light proceeds. It moves forward. All right, so that's the image you're getting with your eyes right now. Okay, with the light, it gives you the sense of flatness. It's also directional, lets you know where whatever the light is. But all of this, now it looks like bits of wood. All right, so it looks like a giant shark bite or something, but it's really not because I didn't pull it back far enough. That's basically what it is. Okay, let's take this brush, take some white. I should take yellow. But it's not gonna matter. And put some of these guys in there like this. Okay. Pop a couple in there like this. Come in here. Maybe sometimes one to do with those. Look what we got here. Look what we got here. Alright. I wonder if I did a whole episode of my show and I talk like the German fella. I wonder if I get flagged. I ought to try that one day. Do a whole show and talk like Bill Alexander. All right. Let's pull back a bit. And then we'll straighten it out just a tad and we'll pull this way. All right, we'll zoom. Whoops, sorry for the hand. Going in the wrong direction. Let's pull back this way. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that palette, so we'll center it and we'll zoom it in a little bit more. Something like that. And we'll put the focus under there for you. Let's make this disappear for 1 minute. Okay. All right. Whew. So we have our quick little field of poppies. All right. I'm gonna be a little more cute and probably put some glaze, some things going on in there with these fellas. Okay, or I'll glaze the, I don't know if I'll glaze maybe a little bit of the grass and some of the poppies. We'll see. But now it's a trick of the eye because it looks a lot more than what's actually there. There are no poppies in the actual photo. All right, it's just a giant tree and the panda eating a bamboo root or something. Okay, but all right. Anyway, so this is what we have so far right now. All right. No, I'm gonna call you Billy. You can keep the nicknames over there with what's gonna call it. Your name's Billy. I'm gonna call you Billy. I'm looking. Oh Lord. What is mowing? What are you guys talking about? Oh, I see shower. And Billy wrote poo poo. So you know what? This is what I get for glancing at stuff too quick. Poo poo, shower, smelly, and Mo saying that's the worst smell. Oh, you guys are hilarious. But as I pulled the tree back, now that it's dried, okay, now you see the curvature of the bark. It's a little straighter here. Now you see the darkness. It's that little patch of dark that's right in there. A little bit of the exposed tree in here. Okay. The add-on was the poppies themselves. So I took two subjects and just stand them into one. Okay. All right, I think we're good for, let's see, how long were we on here? 2 hours and 8 minutes. We're good. We're good. I'll put the brakes on it. It's only 3 o'clock here. When I come back on for the Panda, most likely. I believe who is on not Moose. The Crunchberry, I think it is. No, I don't think so. I don't think Gretchen's on this week either. Who's on, Mo, tonight? while you're gonna give me the answer. Well, Joswina, I really hope you're not feeding Will that tree. I don't think he got you that upset today. He did make you some tea. And for those of you who've never seen Will, he looks exactly like his voice. Have you ever seen those stereotypical English bouncers that are bald and they're like 6'7"? That's Will. Oh, now he's the gentle giant, but he is a big guy. He's a tall fellow. Yeah. The rugby players would love to have Will. He wouldn't even have to do anything, just stand there. But you ought to see this giant of a man with these little dogs. It is the sweetest thing in the world to see. No. Times aren't that bad yet. I wouldn't eat the tree bark around here anyway. I know what's been crawling on them. So. Oh no. You're not gonna. I hit the wrong button. Nope. Will's the gentle giant. Great guy. It's funny. I think I remember when Joswina actually got the dogs. Cause they gotta be at least what 3-4 years old now. Cause she got them. They were babies. They were puppies. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, that's right. He's done. All right. No, he is a great guy. He spoils Joswina. Well, Dub spoils Moose. You know, Larry spoils his lady, so it's all good. Yeah, I don't typically paint paintings like this, so it's even odd for me to look at because it's something I usually don't do. But we are gonna. Oh, you know what? At least I can show you this before I sign off, because we have no more dealings with the tree, with the grass until much later, and that's it. Really, the next step really is the panda. All right. We'll slowly peel this off. I don't know how much of the panda you'll see because of the contrast of the paint with the black and white. So I might have to refocus it. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna have to refocus. Let's put my little dark finger right here. Let's see if we catch it. All right. Anyway, there you go. Like I said, I don't know how well you guys see that, but the panda's there. Here's the forepaws bent like toward us like this. Here's the little bamboo root. And here's the other paw, which is bent this way. You know. Okay. Yeah. Little eye patches, little eyes, little panda ears. His great big panda head is up around, yeah, toward this way. Yeah, this way. Yeah. So yet another panda, and the panda is actually sitting like that in front of a huge tree, eating jam bamboo. Okay, so maybe I'll put, I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe I'll put Poppies there, or maybe I won't. But obviously, if I put Poppies in front of the bear, it brings the bear back a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. But okay, I think we're good. If I'm on later on, it will be later on. Who knows? Maybe. It depends on who's on. So I didn't get no answer of who's on tonight. I'm looking to see if anybody answered. Host Sweden's on Monday morning. So I don't know who's on later on this evening. Well, thank you, Fatima. I usually don't paint pandas unless it's a request or a commission. This one was just in the list with others, but I already knew who it was that wanted a panda. I knew who it was instantly, and sure enough, when I checked it, I knew it was her. She has this, I guess that's her spirit animal. I can't get mad at her. But she has at least 2 or 3 panda paintings from me. One she won, I believe she bought the other 2. One was bought, no, one was given away, one was an order, and one she had bought because I had did one. So. Okay, nobody's saying anything, so. Alright, guys. I do believe. Koala. Yeah, I never painted a koala bear. No, I'm trying to think if I did or not. No. As a matter of fact, why isn't this doing that? Oh, I know why. Why don't I just use I got a mouse on this thing, and I don't even use the mouse. Really sad. I need to use the mouse. No, I haven't painted a koala. I think Chrissy's painted a koala. Okay. No, she hasn't purchased this one. No. She doesn't know that I'm even painting it. Not unless she pops up on YouTube. She's more of a Facebook person. I don't even think she's on Instagram too much. But she's definitely a Facebooker. But if she sees that, she sees a thumbnail of it, she'll come and check it out. But no, she has not purchased the painting. No. So. Yeah. So right now I'm just sitting here chilling. The puppy will be gone later this week. They will be shipped to Canada. Actually, I read it wrong. I thought she was the one that nibbled. No, she said I'm the one that nibbled on the tree. So, well, it doesn't look like a nibble anymore because I removed the tape, to which I may have to buy some more. But I do use, you can buy masking, or it's a type of paper. You can buy that, but it's cheaper. Just use the 2-inch wide tape, and there you go. You know, it's cheaper to go that route. But yeah. But yep. I'm trying to think. I know the panda's face is white. The paws are black, and the arms are black. The ears are white. No, I'm sorry. The ears are black. Face is white. The patches are black. The forearms, I believe, are black. Okay. So, yeah, this would be fun to do. Especially painting black fur. It's always fun. So, you know. All right. Okay, guys. I think the dog's been taken out. The dog's been fed, so I don't have to do anything like that. So let me go see if I have to make a run anywhere. I don't think I do. And if I don't, I'll probably listen to my vloggers and whatnot. And if nobody else is coming on tonight that I know of, then I guess I'll be. Yep, you take care, my daughter. I guess I'll just I will come back and we'll knock out the panda, get the panda done, and I'll make my decision if I'll put a Poppy in front of it or not. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, guys, I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If I don't see you, take care, be safe, and you guys have a nice one. Bye-bye.